Andy.
Good morning, Harry. Is anyone injured this week, or anyone who's injured coming back at all?
Not sure. Andy got one or two little knocks, and just going to see how we go this morning out there. You know, looking at it out there at the moment, we're struggling. The groundsman's saying the pitches are all underwater, so I think we've got about a 10-yard strip or something to train all the team on out there somewhere this morning, so it's not easy.
Might you try and train somewhere else today?
We haven't got anywhere else really now, I don't think so. So it's a problem, but hopefully the rain will stop soon.
Is that a concern for the preparations for the game?
Well, it's not ideal, is it? You know, when you've got pitches that when it rains heavy, they get flooded. So it is a problem, but we'll have to see how we go in the next hour or so, you know.
Transfer-wise, has there been any progress on anything this week? Obviously, you brought one player in, Mauro Zarate. What does he bring first?
Well, we took him on loan from West Ham. Hope he comes and does well for us. Obviously, he's a player with bags of ability, and so we'll see how we go. That's it. That's about it, really. And we're not close to doing anything else at the moment.
Sam Allardyce was asked why he let him go, and he said because he wasn't good enough to play for us. Why do you believe he'll be good enough for you here? What do you see in him?
Well, I think what Sam said at the moment, Sam's got Valencia, he's got Andy Carroll, he's got the boy Sacco, who's scoring goals for fun. So, and he's got Colton Cole, he's got 4 strikers. So I could see where Sam was coming from, maybe. You know, he's saying all his strikers are absolutely flying at the moment, so he couldn't get in their team. My situation is different, Andy. You know, I've got Charlie. You know, I've got Bobby Zamora. I've got two out-and-out strikers. So it's different. You know, when you've got 4, we've got just a 2. So hopefully he can come here and make an impact.
Are there any financial implications on what the club can do in January because of all the financial fair play stuff? Your hands are a little bit tied.
I'm not sure, Andy. I don't think that's the problem. You know, it's a difficult one, isn't it? You know, spending big money in January, and then, you know, it's what happens. And, you know, we bought some players in the summer, and so we're looking for loans, and it's difficult. You're taking gambles. When you're signing players in January on loan, you're taking gambles. If you're signing Wilfred Boney from Swansea, you're not taking a gamble. You're buying an absolute top-class centre-forward, but it's going to cost you £25-30 million. If you're taking people on loan that people are willing to let go out on loan, there's got to be a question mark. I don't care who they are. People are not going to loan players out unless there's a reason. They don't suddenly go, okay, yeah, it was Charlie Austin here, he's got a dozen goals, you can have him on loan. You don't loan. The only people you loan out is because you want to. They're not in your side, or they're not good enough to get in your team, or there's a question mark over them. Otherwise, you don't loan people out at this stage, at this time of the year. Or young players you loan out to get experience. But anyone who's if you think they're of use to your team and they can help your team, you're not going to let them go out on loan. So it's a gambling market. It's an absolute gamble.
Is Mohamed Salah at Chelsea someone you might take a gamble on?
Of course, I take him on loan, you know, but he's not available on loan, I don't suppose. You know, I don't think that Chelsea would loan him. I've never asked about him. I've never ever thought about him until you just mentioned him. But he's a good player. But I wouldn't think you'd be getting him on loan.
What's the significance of the game this weekend, and how do you expect it to be different, bearing in mind it's at their place?
Well, it's a tough, big game for us, obviously. You know, Burnley came up last year with Leicester and ourselves. Leicester run away with the league, and Burnley chased them all the way, and we came up through the playoffs. And I think they're a good team. I've said from day one, they're a good outfit. You know, I think that Sean has done an amazing job with them. He really has. I've been really impressed with the work he's done at Burnley, and it will be a difficult game. It's a tough place to go, but we've got to go away from home and start picking up some results, and we need to start this week. You know, we've got to be ready for it. It's a big game for us, but I'm looking forward to it. It's got the makings of a real good game.
You talked a lot about Charlie Austin this season, but someone else who he knows well, ironically, who's scoring goals is Danny Ings. Say about the pair of them and what they've done for their respective teams.
Well, they've been excellent. Danny Ings is an outstanding player. You know, came from Bournemouth lad Vokes came from Bournemouth as well, and he looks, he's on the way back now. He came back and scored against Tottenham the other night, and they were both from Bournemouth. So, I know. I watched the two kids develop, Vokes and Ings. I saw Ings make his debut there, probably 16 he might have been, 17, whatever he was at Bournemouth. So he's an outstanding player. They're both good players.
Is it inevitable that Austin and Ings are probably going to get England call-ups at some point in their career?
I don't know. Who knows? Sort of Ings is in the under-21 team now and doing very well. So it'd be great if they did, but it's not up to me. That's up to somebody else. And
you've helped players in the past who've been rehabilitated by football for off-field things and on-field things, and obviously you don't want to talk specifically about Cheddarmans this week, but you've seen how football can rehabilitate people and give them a second chance. What's the importance of people getting a second chance in this game for you, Harry?
I don't know. It's about getting a second chance in life. It's very difficult that people make mistakes, dreadful mistakes in life, but people go in prison or whatever they do, whether you've murdered somebody or whatever. Unfortunately, a lot of them, they come out. Some of them you'd like to see not come out for what they've done, for sure. I've got my own opinion on that, but people, once you've done your time, you've done your time, and somewhere along the line you've got to come out and make a go of your life. So it's a very difficult situation at the moment, I think, with a lad who, who's a footballer and wants to play football. What does he do? If he goes and works in a supermarket, people are going to say, well, we've got a rapist working in a supermarket. Where's he going to go? His life's got to go somewhere, hasn't it, really? He's made a horrific mistake in what he did, but to deny, somewhere along the lines, his life's got to have a chance in life somewhere, doing something. If we look carefully, look at football, we've got a lad, there's one lad who got dumped, drunk driving, who wiped the family out, is back playing again. There's another lad who killed somebody and fled the scene of the crash. He's back playing football again. This lad's made a big mistake as well. What do you do with his life? I don't know. Something's got to happen, hasn't it? He's got to go somewhere and work, whether it's football or somewhere. He can't just not be allowed to carry on with his life. So it is a difficult one. There's lots of issues, but I don't know. It's what the answer is.
You understand both sides of the argument, who coming back or not?
Yeah, somewhere along the line, he's got to do something with his life, hasn't he? Somewhere, whether, as I say, whether he goes to work in a factory or whatever he does, he's going to work somewhere. And it's a very difficult situation. But I don't condone what he did, what's happened. He got put away for 5 years or whatever he did, and. Difficult situation.
Thank you.
Any other broadcast?
Yeah, Harry, can I ask you about the approach for the Ajax striker, Sigurdsson? Is that any further progress?
Sigurdsson?
Sigurdsson.
Sigurdsson or Sigurdsson or Sigurdsson, yeah. I know he's Icelandic. No, we haven't really. That was quite a while ago. We made an approach for him. Not at the moment, no.
In terms of keeping Charlie Austin, what's the latest with his contract negotiation?
No idea. I don't get involved in it really. I'm not sure what's happened with it. I don't know where we're at with Charlie. I don't deal with that.
In terms of the match this weekend, do you think there is extra interest, seeing as where the two clubs are in the table?
Is there special interest? Yeah, obviously. I mean, both. We're all down there scrapping away, trying to stay in the division, and it's another big game. We've had loads of those at home recently. We played Burnley at home, we played Leicester at home, we played West Brom at home, Villa at home. We played all the teams that were sort of Palace at home. We had a big run of them games, and it went very well for us at home. But now we've got to play them all away, so we've got to make sure we try to get some points away from home off of these teams as well.
In terms of the close turnaround between playing Burnley at home and now playing them away, do you think that has any advantage for them or for you, seeing as you had the 2-0 win?
Oh, it's an advantage for them now. At home, obviously, when you play at home, it's always been an advantage in football. Everybody would rather play home than away. So, but we've got to go away from home and pick up some results now. if we don't, it's going to be difficult. We need to up our away form.
I was more thinking though about the way that they might have understood different parts of your play, and they might have more tactics to come against you from playing you so quickly like only last time.
But recently,
Yeah.
I think both teams know each other. You know, we say we came up through the league last year with Burnley, so they'll know us, and we'll know all about them. There's no hidden secrets there. At the end of the day, it's about good players on the day who perform well. There's nothing there'd be no magic formula to winning the game except your players being at their best.
Finally from me, just Sandro, how far away is he from
He's coming on. He's coming on after the Man United game. There's a fortnight break for us, and so he'll be back hopefully for the Stoke game.
How important is it as well to sort of get a response from the team after obviously what was a disappointing FA Cup?
Yeah, I made a lot of changes. I probably, to be fair, I changed the way we played as well and everything. We tried something different. It didn't work. So, but I've got players coming back who were playing before that will play this week. So, I'm sure that it's not a case of getting a response. It's they've been excellent really, the players, to be fair. We've been on a good run. I can't get any more out of them. We're getting their best out of them. If you said me, we have 19 points at this stage of the season. At the start of the year, when I started, I'd have took that all day long. So we're still in the mix. We've still got a good chance. I'm not at all disappointed with where we are at the moment. I think we've got the best out of the players, and you can't do any more.
It was a chance for some of the previous players to perhaps sort of prove a point to you. Can they sort of have any complaints after performance like that if they're not in the side?
No, I wouldn't blame the lads who came in. It was just I just felt we tried something different. It didn't really work for us, and it's history now. That one, and we move on and look forward to Burnley.
Have you sort of got a points tally in mind of what would be enough to stay?
No, not for sure. You can never be sure, can you? If you said one figure and you got that and it didn't keep you up, you'd be. I don't know. It's difficult to know, really. You just got to keep trying to pick up points and see how we finish.
Okay, last couple of people.
What will you, if you can't train here today, will you do something instead? Will you be able to do something indoors or something like that?
No, with the full size indoor pitch with the covers on the dome is not available today. It got deflated. Someone pulled the pin out, and it's gone down.
But would it? If you can't train outside, you're just not going to do it?
No, we will go outside. We'll go outside and splosh through the paddles if we have to. We are training on them pitches, whether they like it or not. Whether the groundsmen have to spend a bit of time putting them back together or whatever, but we'll go out there for sure.
In terms of your January transfer work, how many more do you expect to bring in, or do you like to bring in?
We're only looking at loans, really. We're looking for a couple of loans. That's where you're at. So, and you can only take 2 loans from this country. So we haven't got an awful lot left, really, up our sleeve. So it's difficult. But we'll see if anything comes up.
People have suggested that you would like another striker. Is that fair?
Sure. I mean, when you've only got 2, you'd like to have 3 if possible. It would help.
Okay, turn your cameras off unless you're filming for cutaways and David.